Yo, what's going on, Flyers fans, and welcome back to the Clear the Ice program, a Flyers postgame show here on the It's a Wrap Sports Network with your boy Matty B on the call. Better late than never, folks. The game ended about what? 5 hours ago. But you know what? Hey, life sometimes calls, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But I am here now to deliver to you the premium in postgame coverage. And the Flyers tonight embarking on a 6-game road trip, mostly on the West Coast. They'll finish it up in Toronto, but post-holiday Flyers hockey, they're on the West Coast. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's, kind of how it was when I was a kid as they embark on that Southern California, Western Canadian trip, whatever. But tonight they started out in Anaheim against the Ducks on a very positive note, 3-1 victory tonight over the Ducks. You take it for what you can from this game. The Ducks are an NHL team. They are. But, yeah, there's some problems in Anaheim. There's a lot of problems in Anaheim, a lot more so than there are in Philadelphia. But the Flyers had an opportunity tonight to beat a lesser opponent, and they did. And that is what you got to take from this game. Sam Ersson, I think, and everybody's hands-down player of the game, played a hell of a game tonight. Hands down, his best game in a while, since long before the injury. The Cutter Gauthier drama really never materialized. I mean, there was that one exchange early in the game between him and Michkov where he hooked Michkov and got a penalty. But other than that, there was no great, like, oh my God, we let Gauthier go moment. Or I don't think there was a moment in the Anaheim Mighty Duck camp where it was like, yeah, we got Gauthier as he continues to struggle to start out his career. So that was, I guess the hype with that wasn't really, supplanted. But, good game, though. Good game for the Flyers. Enough offense. Noah Cates continues to be smoking hot. Morgan Frost gets a gift off the stick of the goalie, but it goes in. That's why you shoot the puck at the net. That's why they tell you to do those things, and the Flyers were able to do enough tonight to get the 3-1 win. And Sam Ersson, again, cannot overemphasize the fact that Sam Ersson, in my opinion, gets player of the game nod easily, as he, by far and away, maybe his best game of the season. And it definitely was needed, as he has been struggling mightily for the past few starts. So let's get into this a little bit. The Flyers on the night, Erik Johnson, Ivan Fedotov, and the recently recalled Oli Lixell were a healthy scratch for the Flyers. John Gibson, Brock McGinn, and Pavel Mintyukov were the scratches for the Ducks. Ersson got the nod for the Flyers in net tonight. Hands down was probably his strongest performance of the season. He faced 33 shots, only gave up a goal. Finished the night with a .970 save percentage for the Ducks. They went with Dostal. He faced 24 shots, gave up 2 goals, finished the night with a .917 save percentage. I mean, he played pretty well too. It was, the Flyers on this game, and we'll get into the admin numbers here. Flyers were outshot in this game, 33-25. They were 0 for 5 on the power play. The power play, man, is going back down to the doldrums of where it was last year. Now less than 15% effective, or around 15.6% on the season. They did kill off all 4 shorthanded attempts that they were on the season or on the night, so that's good, as they improved a little bit there as shutting down the Duck power play. They gave away the puck 18 times again tonight. I have resigned myself to say that is no longer an anomaly. What happened last year with the Flyers and the way they were just so dominant by not giving away the puck, by only averaging about 6 giveaways a game, that was the anomaly. This is what they are, a team that gives the puck away about 18 times a game. And that's a terrible thing to say, but that's what they are. They just cannot seem to get consistently down with the giveaways. And that is one of the reasons why they've struggled all season. They blocked 16 shots, and they took the puck away 5 times for the game. Let's get into this, I guess. Let's break it down. Let's break down the goals for you tonight. The Flyers got things going early. It was the Noah Cates show, his 7th of the season, from Brink his 12th and York his 5th at the 4:03 mark of the first period to give the Flyers the 1-0 lead. Let's bring it up for you. A pretty goal. A very pretty goal, actually. Let's get it going. All right, so let's get to the play rolling in the Anaheim zone. This really, to me, is a Bobby Brink goal all the way. Look at Brink. He does a masterful job on this play. So let's stop it right here. I want to single out Brink is here and Cates is there. One, Brink with the ability to kind of just carry the puck. I mean, literally carry the play, carry the puck for the duration of this play. And then Cates with the foresight to just keep working his way towards the net. This is sometimes how you have to do it, man. You know, is this the design play? I think it is. But just take a look at Brink as the way he just kind of works the puck. Keep an eye on. There's Brink here. There's Cates. Brink is going to go around the net. Cates is going to continue to drive the net. The Anaheim Duck defensive core, and when I say defensive core, man, I mean the whole team, because there's 5 players fixated on Bobby Brink. Everybody is faced towards Bobby Brink. And but you know what? I can live with that if I was a coach, because you're faced towards the puck handler, but you're also you got the players kind of in front of you too. But nobody realizes that Noah Cates is sneaking up through the seam, and there's no communication to the fact that Noah Cates is sneaking up to the seam. So this is actually a very cool play. Keep working that puck. Beautiful pass by Brink. Cates is there. The goalie is down, and boom. I mean, is that a defensive breakdown goal? Yeah, and no. I mean, everybody was defended. That was one of those lack of communication goals where you're like, hey, I got somebody cutting to the front. But Cates is a recipient of that, and the Flyers take the 1-0 lead early on as Cates remains smoking hot over the last 5 or 6 games. That was in the second period, by the way. I'm amiss to say that the first period there was no goals, and the Ducks outshot the Flyers 10-7. But in the second period, that was Cates getting on the scoreboard there to make it 1-0 Flyers. But then at the 15:38 mark, Troy Terry, his 10th of the year from Raku Gudis and Lacombe, would get the thing tied at 1. Let's bring this goal up here. One of the rare moments of this game that Sam Ersson looked human, as this was a very reminiscent type of Sam Ersson goal that we've been seeing a lot lately, and we'll bring it up here as we get it going here. But this was definitely not a positive goal for Ersson. This was what the type of goal Ersson's been giving up a lot lately, and let's bring it up. So here we go. All right, so we got the play coming into the Flyer zone. Nothing sexy about this. We got 2-on-2 essentially. Well defended. What's going to happen here is going to be some cross traffic in the front. Again, I mean, is there something to be said about that? There is. Ersson's got the 5-hole open. This is, again, the type of goal Ersson's been giving up lately, and these are not pretty goals. Not high percentage scoring opportunities either, as there is traffic, but then Ersson's beat kind of that middle underneath the arm type play that he's been giving up a lot lately. And there you have 1-1. Not a very, definitely a goal that you want back, right? I mean, Ersson's got to do better than that. He can't give up goals like that. Those goals are low percentage. Those goals are high percentage save opportunity goals. And it's exploiting that underneath the arm area that teams have been kind of doing over the last few games against him. So there you have it, 1-1 Ducks at this point, and that would be the end of the scoring in the second period. It was 12-12 on shots on goal in that period, as the Flyers and Ducks would tie on the shots on goal. Heading into the third period, though, the Flyers would unknot it at the 5:57 mark. Morgan Frost, his 7th. From Scott Lawton in his 12th. This was the gift goal. This was the goal where, you're told to always shoot at the. You're told to put pucks on the net. You're told always to drive the net. And this type of goal is the reason why you're told to do those things, is because things like this could happen. And we're going to put it up here as, 9 times out of 10, this goal doesn't go in. But hey, this is that one time that you want it. Let's start the film here. You got Morgan Frost is going to drive the net. Now, you got to give Morgan Frost a lot of credit. He's able to break free of the check and actually turn the play onto the net. And then he's looking probably for a rebound play here. He's going to put the puck out in front. It hits over the goalie's stick and bounces over the goalie and into the net for Morgan Frost. Morgan Frost is heating up now too. Now for the goal there to give it a 2-1 Flyers lead in this point, early third period. Again, it ain't sexy. It ain't highlight worthy, but it counts, as the puck found its way over the goalie stick into the net to give the Flyers the third period 2-1 lead. And then it was just Sam Ersson, as Ersson was able to stand the test throughout the rest of the game. Joel Farabee would add the empty netter at the 17:40 mark, his 5th unassisted. The Flyers would get outshot in that third period 11-6, but they hold on and they get the 3-1 victory over the Ducks in Anaheim, starting off the road trip on a positive, or I guess technically they're not starting the road trip. The road trip started in Pittsburgh, but starting the West Coast portion of the road trip off on a positive way with the 3-1 win. Now in the season, the Flyers have moved back to 500, 16-16-4. Let's do the Clear the Ice stat pack on the game, or on the season. The Flyers are now 15 for 101. They've now gone over 100 power play opportunities on the year. 15 for 101 for 14.8. That's heading back down to that 12 percentile area. Not good. They did kill off all their shorthanded 84, or they've been shorthanded 103 times. Now they've been shorthanded now over 100 times. 103 shorthanded times, 84 kills for 81.5. 107 goals now the Flyers have for the season. Still not at 3 a game. They're still at 2.9. They've given up 127 goals for 3.5. 982 shots for 27.2. They've given up 1,007. They've now gone over the 1,000 shots given up for the season, 27.9. They've taken the puck away 209 times for 5.8 a game, given it up 531 times for 14.7 times a game. I said at the top of the show, I have now resounded myself to the fact that, last year's 6.5 or whatever, 6 times a game they were giving the puck up, that was the mirage. This is the reality. They've blocked 657 shots for 18 a game. Since 2021-22 season, they're 109 for 804 on the power play, 13.5. And I am now 9-8-3 as your host of the Clear the Ice program. And there you have it. Flyers 3-1 winners over the Ducks out in Anaheim as they start off the annual New Year's Eve West Coast trip with a big-time win, a needed win. Back to 500. Build some confidence. Now they'll head over to L.A. tomorrow, finish up the back-to-back L.A. Anaheim trip. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's next week's. Let's put up this one here. I will have you tomorrow night in L.A. around midnight-ish, I guess, is when we'll go live. That game will start 9 Eastern time. So look for me immediately after the game. We won't be late tomorrow night. I promise you that. Tonight, just had to fit some things in, had to kind of move some stuff around. So this was the best I could do. And it's okay. Hey, I got it in, man. That's all that matters. But we'll be looking to do the post-game tomorrow night at around midnight. So be looking out for that. And I have you on the post-game show tomorrow as well. So there you have it. Flyers with the win tonight. Let's check out the NHL scores. Currently in the league right now, games that are ongoing is 4-2 Washington over Toronto late third period. It is 5-2 Lightning over the Rangers late in the third period. It is 4-2 Hurricanes over the Devils late in the third period. and it is 4-2 Jets over the Senators late in the second period. End of the second, it's 4-3 Islanders over the Penguins. And a little bit later on tonight, you got Calgary and San Jose. Games that have gone final, 4-0 Canadiens over the Panthers. Kraken held off the Canucks 5-4 in overtime. And it was the Kings 4-3 over the Oilers in overtime. So the Flyers and Kings are both going back-to-back tomorrow. So that's good. And it was 4-0 Boston over the Blue Jackets earlier today as well. And there you have your scores around the National Hockey League, as well as a little bit of a WJC check-in, the World Junior Championships up there in Ottawa. Team USA, 5-1 winners over Latvia today, bringing down the Cinderella's Latvian team, who took down Canada last night, 3-2 in a shootout in the shocker of the tournament so far. Team USA now 2-0 through preliminary play. And they will have a day off. They will play tomorrow against Finland. And as we start to get this thing ramped up, and of course, we have you covered here on the network for the WJC. We're getting ready to launch to Ottawa Monday. We will be heading up to Ottawa to start covering that event for you, going back and forth from Ottawa throughout the week. And then next weekend, we will be in Ottawa for the medal round games, giving you on-the-ground coverage of the WJC as it unfolds in front of your eyes. So be on the lookout for that here on the It's a Wrap Sports Network. And please give us a like, a subscribe down there below on the ticker there. We could definitely use it. And everything else that we have going on. Again, I mentioned tomorrow we have you covered on the network for the postgame Flyers late night against the Kings. And then don't forget, after the final score in Philly tomorrow, Eagles Cowboys, the Birds Flyby, Sal's got you for that one. Make sure you're checking back. And all the great stuff we have here on the network as we get ready to ring in the new year here in 2025. Can you believe it? It's already New Year's. Flyers win 3-1. Big win tonight. The Cutter Gauthier Flyers saga has been initiated. Gauthier struggling, the Ducks are struggling, and wasn't really much of a footnote in this game. I mean, he had the penalty against Michkov. It was kind of cool though to see the two former first round draft picks squaring off against each other. Gauthier gets the hooking call there early in the game, but other than that, man, that was it. As both Gauthier and Michkov has cooled off, has definitely cooled off lately. And Gauthier has never really caught fire yet. So that was really an afterthought in this game. A very well goaltended game. Sam Ersson, possibly his best effort of the season, as he has been battling to try to kind of get his footing since returning from that injury. And the Flyers did just enough offensively. You know, Noah Cates stays hot. Morgan Frost gets the gift. And then Joel Farabee with the empty netter at the end to kind of tap it off. Negatives from this game, 0 for 5 on the power play. I know it's not a mystery anymore about why the Flyers are struggling on the power play. It's a matter of talent, and the Flyers just don't have it. But now that they've had some early season success on the power play, but now that percentage is nosediving down into the 14s now, on its way back down to that 12% where it's been over the last year. That continues to be a problem. Positive, you know, the penalty kill, 0 for 4 tonight. They were able to kill off all 4 of the Duck power plays, raising up their average over 80% again, a little bit more respectable where it belongs. So all in all, a good night. 3-1 Flyers win. They're back at 500. They'll now go head over to LA, face the Kings tomorrow night, and then off to San Jose on New Year's Eve to face the Sharks. Then over to Vegas on the 2nd, and then to Toronto to wrap it up, and then come back. So, but we have you covered here on the network for all that. Make sure you're checking back regularly. Tomorrow night, I will be back around midnight-ish to get you through the Kings post-game show. We got you tomorrow, Philly or Eagles and Cowboys as well. So we will see you guys tomorrow. And please like and subscribe on all of our platforms. And in the immortal words of the late, great Gene Hart, good night and good hockey.
I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so yo. Everybody know you know when it click through. Try to fix this and it's about to be a so big vibe.